Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello, I'm Johnny Mac, outside once again with 5 good news stories. Hope you're enjoying the summer. I'm clearly trying to. It's awesome out here today. And good news, if you just graduated from the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth, you got more than a degree. Granite Telecommunications founder and CEO Robert Hale Jr., he attended the ceremony. He's worth an estimated $5.4 million. He told the students, "We want to give you 2 gifts. The first is our gift to you. The second is the gift of giving." He pointed off stage and said, "There are 3,000 customized and full envelopes in that truck over there. Each of you is getting $1,000 cash right now." As you can imagine, that got a lot of applause. But he said there's a stipulation. The first $500 is our gift to you. The second $500 is for you to give somebody else or another organization that could use it more than you. Hale told the graduates, "Our community and our world need our help more than ever. The greatest joys we've had in our life." And that's awesome. Good week for the billionaires. Melinda French Gates announced that she's committing $1 billion over the next 2 years to women's causes and gender equity around the world. About $200 million of that will go to organizations fighting for gender and reproductive rights in the U.S. Melinda wrote in the New York Times, "As shocking as it is to contemplate, my 1-year-old granddaughter may grow up with fewer rights than I had." One grant recipient is the Center for Reproductive Rights, which advocates for abortion rights and currently represents 50 women in lawsuits challenging abortion restrictions and other reproductive health measures in several states. Other recipients include Moms Rising, an organization to support women's economic security, the National Women's Law Center, which focuses on law as a means to improve gender equity, and The 19th, which is a nonprofit media outlet dedicated to gender and policy news. This is pretty cool. Newcastle United fans who are deaf will be able to participate in the atmosphere at St. James Park through Haptic kits. These are shirts which use sensors which vibrate when actions take place on the pitch. Supporters Ryan and David told BBC Radio Newcastle through an interpreter that it would be really good to feel connected as part of the match. "We see the atmosphere, but to actually feel the atmosphere and the jumping in the crowd, that'd be really great." These kits were created with a partnership between Newcastle United's kit sponsor, Sela, and the Royal National Institute for the Deaf. All this part of an initiative called Unsilence the Crowd. Good news for the turtles in Lily Lake. Sunset View residents Cindy and Abby are tired of seeing turtles get run over by cars. They've taken matters into their own hands by raising money to install turtle crossing signs. A bunch of turtles have moved into the retention ponds on either side of East Sunset View's drive between Twilight and Autumn Lanes. You know the place. And the turtles cross the road to get from one pond to the other. It sounds like a joke. It is not. Abby says, "We just want to help the little guys because they can't help themselves. It's so sad. It just breaks our hearts seeing them get run over." Any additional funds raised over the cost of the turtle crossing signs will be donated to the Kane Forest Preserve Foundation's Adopt a Turtle program. Nice job by Kathy Strong. For 38 years, she wore a bracelet in tribute to a young soldier she had never met and promised to never forget. The bracelet was buried 13 years ago with the body of Special Forces Sergeant First Class James Moreland. Kathy recently visited Arlington Heights for the village's Memorial Day ceremony. There, she helped dedicate a brick in the town's Memorial Park in honor of Moreland, a 22-year-old U.S. Army Green Beret who disappeared in 1968 when his unit came under attack during the Battle of Lang Vay in South Vietnam. Back in Christmas '72, a then 12-year-old Strong opened her Christmas stocking and found a bracelet with his name on it. It had been produced by an organization called Voices in Vital America. The bracelets back at that time were a popular tribute to service members missing or captured in Vietnam. Strong said, "I promised to wear it until he came home." 2 years later, she still had the bracelet. She received a photo of Moreland in his Green Beret uniform through Voices in Vital America, along with a short biography of the missing soldier. She said, "That was the first information I'd ever received about him. There was a picture. He was a Green Beret with a very intense look in his eyes. It was as if his eyes reached into my soul and said, 'Please don't forget about me.' That cemented my commitment." Moreland was presumed to have died in battle in 1968. He spent the next 43 years listed as MIA. In 2011, DNA testing determined that Moreland's remains had been found in 1995 near the battlefield. His remains were brought home to his native Alabama. Strong placed the bracelet on the left sleeve of his dress uniform. She said, "Because I'd always wear it on my left wrist." Since then, Strong has traveled the country, dedicating bricks engraved with Moreland's name at memorials. Her goal is to dedicate one brick in every state. By honoring this one soldier, I feel like I'm honoring all the soldiers who served in Vietnam. Wow, powerful stuff. And those are your 5 good news stories for today. Hope you're having a good day. If you'd like this program ad-free, you can listen to the promo that's probably going to run next, or in the show notes, you'll see it. It says calaroga.supportingcast.fm, and for $4.99 a month, you can get this program commercial-free, as well as a bunch of others on the network. You have an awesome day. Great job, Kathy Strong.